Hello peeps, I wasn't going to do a video, but I thought I better do one after listening today. I've been doing a bit of work on the tractor today, and the radio's been on, and I've noticed, I don't know if you lot have noticed it, they are afraid of using the Reform name. I listened to Radio 4 most of the afternoon, and they were talking politics all the time, not one mention of Reform, not one. I think they're getting terrified of the name now for some reason. I think Mr. Farage has got such a bounce in the polls now, they're really terrified. And I come back in the house now about an hour ago, and I noticed that there's this poll coming out now saying Labour will have a super majority. The establishment are absolutely shitting themselves because they want to frighten the other voters to voting Conservative because they reckon there's only going to be about 70 Conservatives and over 300 Labour. Now, these polls that have been done aren't predicting any seats for Reform, and they aren't even mentioning their name. They've got them in other. The reality is that is far from the truth, and they're trying to frighten Conservative voters to vote Conservative because they realise they're in desperate trouble. Now, I saw a thing yesterday. I shared it on my Facebook page. If you go to Hillbilly Halfwit Facebook page, you'll see it there, where they've done a poll in Wales, and Wales had 53% of Labour supporters. That's dropped down to 30% in the last 2 weeks. And it seems like Reform are picking up a lot of these voters. None of that has been mentioned. Like I said, I'm not being on any party whatsoever. I'm just telling you what I think is happening. I think the establishment are absolutely shitting it. They are trying every trick in the book by not mentioning him on the BBC, not mentioning him on any of these channels, not mentioning him on radio programmes. They only mention him if they have to, because they realise that the name is sticking in people's head like the Brexit thing. You know, what was the thing they had? They had a good tagline, didn't they? Reform is like that. You're going to reform something. They have realised that this name is so catchy, people will reform the NHS, will reform this, will reform that. They are terrified of this. And one of the polls I looked at today actually showed the Labour Party was down a good bit. So not up. They are terrified. Now, like I said, it's up to you lot all what you vote for, but don't be skewed by these people because they're doing it for a reason. They have realised that if they mention the Reform Party, people are just going to vote for them. So 2 weeks ago now, you watch, there'll be full-blown attacks on Reform because it's like it happened with Brexit. They'll be attacking them like you've never seen anything before. So just thought I'd put this video up because I found it very interesting listening to Radio 4 all day long and not one mention of the Reform Party. Not one mention. That is not for no reason, I can tell you. So there we are. Keep your ears and eyes open, and please go on to my Hillbilly Halfwit Facebook page and have a look there, and you can share something that you like as well on there as well. If you can share a video and I'll approve it if it's any good, or write a piece on there, okay? All the best, Gaz.